Happy first day back to school for so many kids, not only today, but pretty much all this week. All right, let's take you outside to Del Mar. A beautiful shot. The beaches, maybe not as crowded today, thanks to everybody going back to school. Water temperatures right now, quite a spread, anywhere from the mid-60s to mid-70s up and down our coast. Most of the areas are seeing temperatures in the 70s right now. All right, if you look closely, you can see that little coastal eddy trying to form. So that's going to push the marine layer farther inland as we head into the overnight hours. Also some clouds building over the mountains. There is some moisture, but most of it is farther south, producing thunderstorm activity in Baja in the mountains. We're going to continue to track the utmost non-nil chance for a shower or thunderstorm in our mountains for the next hour or two. Not really expecting anything, but it's not out of the question. In fact, that is going to be the possibility even into the day tomorrow, but it's such a small chance. I haven't even put it really in the forecast, but I just wanted to mention it to you. All right, we're in the 70s up and down our coastline, as well as in Kearney Mesa, Vista in the South Bay, 88 in Ramona, 86 in Alpine, 90 in Mount Laguna, 114 in Nocatee Wells, where we do have that extreme heat warning for another day until 8 p.m. tomorrow. That covers the deserts. A pretty warm night again tonight. We're looking at mid to upper 60s pretty much all night along our coastline, even into sunrise tomorrow. Inland neighborhoods, look at this, by 9 o'clock we're still in the 70s, and temperatures only dip down to the mid-60s as you're waking up tomorrow morning. And with the marine layer spreading farther inland, less likely to see fog at the coast, more likely to see fog for the inland neighborhoods. So inland neighborhoods, you may be waking up to some patchy fog, could be dense in some areas, not expected it to be very widespread, but keep that in mind as you're heading out back to school, or maybe you're going out to work. Here's your look out for tomorrow. Temperatures will be in the 70s along our coast by the afternoon, 80s for the inland neighborhoods after being in the 60s early in the morning as you're heading out, heading back to school. All right, temperatures in the low to mid 70s up and down our coastline tomorrow. Not a big change from today. Mid to upper 80s for the inland and mountain communities, and still pretty hot in the deserts. 113 to maybe up to 115 degrees. In fact, Borrego Springs close to a record tomorrow. I'm forecasting 113. 114 is the record. In fact, today we're close to a record. 115 is the record, and we're up to about a 113. We'll see if we set that record. I'll have that information for you at 6 p.m. Ramona, one of the few 90s that I'm forecasting tomorrow, but that is normal for this time of the year. So right now we have high pressure, that bubble of warm air. It's pushing the colder air farther to the north, but that changes this week. We have a trough of low pressure that is going to be riding along the ridge, then finally breaking it apart and bringing cooler air. Temperatures below normal for the second half of the week. The coastal eddy will enhance our marine layer into tomorrow morning. This is at 7 a.m., clearing out by mid to late morning. And again, likely going to see some clouds building in the mountains by the afternoon. Not likely, but not a 0% chance for a shower or thunderstorm there. Temperatures will mostly be in the low to mid 70s through the extended along our coast, but some of those cooler days like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, some of the cooler spots like La Jolla, Mission Beach, likely going to top off about 68, 69 degrees. Inland neighborhoods, some patchy morning fog possible the next couple of mornings, with temperatures dropping to the low 80s by Friday and Saturday. Hard to believe we were in the triple digits last week. The mountains, temperatures will be in the upper 80s for a couple more days, but cooling off to the 70s briefly on Saturday. And the deserts were finally breaking that 110 streak. We're in fact in the low 100s this weekend.